are most welcome to yet another edition of Umoja News Roundup. I am Isaac Dex Wakalanga. Now, let's look at the top headlines that have made news this week. Unab finally releases the results for the PLE for the year 2020. Public universities given a green light to implement the Odell e-learning system. Now, these are the stories in detail. Unab has finally released the PLE results for the 749,761 students in an event presided over by the Honorable Minister Janet Kataha Museveni of the Ministry of Education. Now, this event was held at the State House Entebbe on Friday.
It is for this reason that this moment is not a mere occasion for releasing of results which we have done every year in the past, but we are celebrating hope. Hope achieved by those who did not give up.
Public universities in Uganda have been given a green light to implement the Odell e-learning system. Now, this comes in after the president announced an official lockdown of 42 days in which public universities were also affected. Now, this announcement comes in on a backdrop of a recent statement which was released by the Executive Director of the National Council for Higher Education, Professor Mary Okwakwol, in which she told the universities to go ahead and implement the system, and also advised that those who don't have the ability to partake in this initiative are free not to study as they wait for the COVID-19 pandemic to go down.
Gulu University has officially adopted the online study system. This was something that they did not plan to do because initially the university did not have a long-distance learning or an online study system. However, the lockdown that has been imposed in the country by the president through the Ministry of Health has forced them to finally adopt a system where learning gets ongoing. However, this has taken shape in various aspects. The students have their own say about this. The lecturers, the administration also have their own says about this. So we're going to find out what exactly is their view about the online system of education.
So our online study is going on well. Though the university have a very clear guideline on online studies where we are saying students who cannot manage for one reason or the other. We don't all come from the same background. So students who are disadvantaged, who cannot manage online studies, we still pray that they will have time to come and do that class. But it will not be treated as a what? As a retake. So that's the only advantage they have. That in case I fail to do online studies this semester and my colleagues have gone ahead, if I come back that semester, maybe to do it, I will now not take it as a retake, but I will take it as a normal paper. So
about the online studies, well, they have brought it to us and we have embraced it. We are trying to cope up with it, though it was not something that we are used to. I have nothing bad about the online studies, but then, you know, everything comes with the good and the bad side. So one thing I've experienced about online studies and I've loved so much is I've gotten so much used to being on internet, being on social media, connecting with my friends. I've learned how to do my coursework, submit them online. So in my faculty, we are studying online. It's there. Yes, we are studying. We are doing courseworks and we submit them online. Tests are also being done online. However, we feel there is a group of students that are being left out because they can't access the network.
Reporting for Faraja Television, Daniel Olara.
After a long waiting by many Ugandans who are promised to be given relief by the government of Uganda upon this second wave of the lockdown, many have been left hopeless and wondering whether they will get help. Now, this plea has been hedged upon and acknowledged by many Ugandans who have seen the plight of these people. Watch this story as you see some of the heartfelt Ugandans reach a hand out for those that don't have what to eat on their table.
Amanya gange nze Damba Ibrahim Senfuma ngera nze mukulembeze w'ekitongole kya Damba Foundation. Kitongole kino twakikola ku mulamwa gwa kulaba ntuyamba abantu omuli abakadde abaana bamulekwa bannamwandu abantu abaliko obulemu abatakyesobola nga twakikola okulaba nti tutuukiriza nti tubayamba mu mbeera mu bintu by'obulamu bwabwe obwa bulijjo nga mubaliisa mu kubajjanjaba ne mu kulaba nti bafunire obujjanjabi ne mu kusomesa abaana mu mbeera yonna gye tuba tusoboddemu.
Abadamba Foundation beebaza okutuyamba mu mbeera embi gye tulimu. Tuli mu mbeera ey'akazigizigi nga bwe mundaba ndi mukazi muzito nina famire y'abaana 8 naye bannange muntaasizza funyeyo akawunga kilo 5 n'ebijanjalo kilo 5 muntaasizza neyanza nnyo neyanzige.
Muzeyi enkoko ffe tugituusizza. Amina.
In our international news, riots and looting have continued in South Africa in areas of Pittsburgh, Johannesburg, and Pretoria. This has left many businesses empty due to the looting from the South Africans. Now, due to this, it has forced many businesses to close down due to the risk of losing out and going down the perils of economic quagmire. Sticking with the South African question, a few days after the arrest of the former South African president, Jacob Zuma, a video surfaced on YouTube of Dr. Ian Dovel, the founder of Divine Kingdom Baptist Ministries in Zimbabwe. In the video, he cautioned the leadership of South Africa to the decision they had taken to imprison Jacob Zuma. In this, he advises the leadership about the law of consequences, that in case if they don't change their decision, certain consequences will befall them. Now, some of these consequences have already been evidenced in what is happening in South Africa. Let's listen in as Dr. Ian Dovel cautions and advises the leadership of South Africa just hours after the arrest of the president.
Repeat, according to what God has shown me in the vision, if that man's health deteriorates in prison, there will be chaos in South Africa. And the chaos might even collapse in that government. The Zuma issue, if his health deteriorates whilst he's still in prison because of stress and other factors, even if he were to die outside the prison, there will be so much chaos in South Africa.
On top of this, about a year and a half ago, renowned prophet Shepard Boucher, who happened to be resident in South Africa about a year ago, came out to speak about the possible occurrence of the riots and the looting that we're seeing right now. Now, in a video that we're going to show you in a few minutes from now, he speaks about the possibility of a breakup in the party of the ANC in South Africa, in which the General Secretary of the party will be seen fighting the President Ramaphosa. Now, in this, he continues and he says that it's important upon Christians to put South Africa in their prayers, those within and out of the country. He cautions that the leadership in South Africa has to take drastic decisions to ensure that the chaos and the rage that is within the country is put to an end.
On the 18th of October 2020, during a prayer program at the Prayer Mountain in Rustenburg, South Africa, Prophet Shepard Boucher gave a prophecy concerning South Africa and the ruling party, the ANC.
There shall be divisions that will happen. And these divisions, I'm telling you, before they happen, 2 years area. This is 18 October 2020. There shall be a division. A certain political party called ANC now in South Africa will now rise. And I'm seeing a shooting star happening, and I'm seeing the General Secretary here, and there shall be a great division. And that division will not only affect the political affairs, but the division is going to affect the nations and the lives of people. We need to pray against that division.
In the sports news, 9 countries have been confirmed to take part in this year's CECAFA tournament. Now, the countries that have been selected in Group A are Uganda, Congo, and Tanzania. Group B is made up of countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Burundi. Group C is made up of 3 countries as well, which are Kenya, Djibouti, and South Sudan. Now, this year's tournament is supposed to take place in Ethiopia from the 17th of July. Former under-17 Uganda Cobs coach Brian Senyondo has been appointed by UPDF Football Club in the UPL League. Now, he comes into this job on the backdrop of 3 major employments, one being Synergy FC in the big league, and the other being 2 stints at Mbarara Football Club.
Bwe twatudde pano y'abakugu netunuulira applications ezajja, ffenna ne tuvaayo n'ekyo kye twetaaga nti ono yasobola okwaccommodating ekyo kye twetaaga ekyokuna ekyalinga talents and then bring them on board. So ne tuwa Brian Senyondo omulimu gwa myaka 2 addukanye kiraabu yaffe ng'agoberera ebyo ebigendererwa kiraabu byerina.
Express Football Club in Uganda have been crowned the champions of the UPL season 2020-2021. Now, this has been their 7th major trophy in the league or in the country. Now, this event was presided over by the FUFA president, Engineer Moses Magogo.
Express, we are back. We promised you this 3 years ago when we came in as a new board. It has been a very interesting journey, and that journey has brought us here.
In the transfer news, Arsenal has confirmed the signing of Portuguese 21-year-old Nuno Tavares in the left-back position. Now, Arteta has been in the market looking out for a competitor with Kieran Tierney in that position. In the other transfer news, Paris Saint-Germain has confirmed the signing of Gianluigi Donnarumma, the former AC Milan goalkeeper who has just won the Euros with Italy. Now, Gianluigi Donnarumma is going to be at PSG for the next 5 years. We have come to the end of this week's Umoja News Round. And for more updates, you can go on our social media platforms. That is Faraja Television on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Feel free to follow and like us as well. I am Isaac Dex Wakalanga. Have a blessed week. Bye.